78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc, Lions Den basketball community in this case. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this video. All right, so I've been on vacation for a week, so I didn't have time to do this video. Now, my Milwaukee Bucks have finally fired Mike Budenholzer. I was elated to hear the news. I was very happy that they got rid of Mike Budenholzer. I've been saying for years now that Mike Budenholzer should be fired, okay? Even the year we won the championship, I know you got a lot of people that are not Bucks fans don't understand why the Bucks will fire Mike Budenholzer. I see a lot of these comments from people, well, why would they fire a guy who just won a championship with, a guy who just brought you a championship? First of all, the Milwaukee Bucks won that championship in spite of Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer is a regular season coach, phenomenal regular season coach. He will get you in the top 3 seedings every year, okay? He knows how to do that. But his problem is when it's the playoffs, when it's crunch time, when teams are everybody's making adjustments, he gets out-coached at every single turn. The man gets out-coached. In the playoffs, he does not make adjustments. He's very stubborn, extremely stubborn. He's set in his ways. He believes it's his way or no way. He will play one guy that he likes the entire game, and the guy's is 2 for 14 from the floor, and won't even try to use none of the guys that he got on the bench that got him to this great regular season record, like how he did this year with Jevon Carter. Jevon Carter was shooting 40% or more or better from the three-point line all year. Phenomenal. He had several games where he stepped up and dropped 30 or something like that points for us in the regular season. Now in the playoffs, when we need some offense, we're struggling to get some offense, you don't put Jevon Carter in the game. You don't show this guy any trust at all. We trade away all of our future second-round picks for Jay Crowder, and you don't try to light a fire under Jay Crowder and tell him, look, man, this is why we got you. We need you to lock somebody down. We need you to show up big for us now. Where is the coaching communication with Budenholzer? He gets frustrated with people, and then he just benches them. There is no communication there. Okay? We got this young talent. We got 2 rookies that can ball out. Of course, they're gonna have growing pains, and they got work to do. But we needed offense while we were struggling, looking for offense. Someone other than Giannis to score, because Drew Holiday had a bad series. I love Drew, not knocking him. He just had a bad series, right? And, Chris Milton is Chris Milton. He's always going to be inconsistent. So instead of us playing Marshawn Beauchamp and giving the kids some run, playing Jevon Carter, right, playing A.J. Green just to see what he can do, kid might come in there and hit 4 or 5 threes in a row like they've done in the regular season before. No, he don't have no faith in them. We're losing anyway. Why not put the kids in and see what they can do? Budenholzer just does not. He lacks imagination. He lacks imagination, and that's why he was fired. There was zero excuse for Budenholzer not to order a double team on Jimmy Butler. Zero excuse. I don't care what nobody say. You can dance around that. It's no way a 10th seed Miami Heat, who's down some of their best players, should be able to beat the Milwaukee Bucks in a series. It's not. There's no way. Jimmy Butler single-handedly beat the Milwaukee Bucks because we collapsed in the fourth quarters of every game. Jimmy Butler got hot in every fourth quarter. He was hot really from the start of the game, but he was allowed to be hot because Budenholzer never sent double teams. Listen, you can trust Drew Holiday and say, okay, Drew's our best defender, one-on-one defender. Let's let Drew lock him up. The moment you see Drew can't do nothing with him, you send a double team. There's no shame in that. I mean, come on. Giannis get triple team, quadruple team every time he get the ball. He's still putting up 38 points. This man get 3-4 people on him every time he get the ball. They're literally forcing Giannis to pass the ball, right? Why couldn't we do that to Jimmy? Why couldn't every time Jimmy get the ball, you force him to get the ball out of his hands and you force one of those other guys to hit a shot? That's what I mean by a lack of imagination, right? Being stubborn, Mike Budenholzer. So in the post-game press conference, they asked after the Bucks got put out by the Heat in embarrassing fashion, humiliating as a Bucks fan to have to watch that. After we get put out, post-game press conference, they asked Giannis, would you have liked to guard Jimmy Butler more? Which is a question that irritates me because Giannis is a power forward. Jimmy Butler is a guard. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, Giannis has guarded Jimmy Butler in the past and held Jimmy Butler to about – when Giannis guards Jimmy Butler, he holds him to about 14.5 points a game. So that would have helped out. But I think a good double team on the perimeter would have done the job on Jimmy Butler as well. But anyway, Giannis said, yeah, he would love to have guarded Jimmy Butler more. They also asked, what could they have done to stop him? He said, I don't know, man, maybe some more double teams and stuff like that, try to take the ball out of his hands. Same stuff we're saying here. Giannis said is what the Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer should have done. And it's hilarious to see people try to blame this on Giannis. Oh, Giannis should have took the initiative. To do. Man, get out of here, bro. What is this coach getting paid for, bro? Giannis get paid to do one job. Okay, I understand if you're saying he could have stepped up and said, hey, let me get him. But what is the coach getting paid for then? That's literally his job. Literally the coach's job. So now Giannis should have stepped up and did the coach's job. It's ridiculous. And then next thing you know, y'all calling him a diva. The man go out there to play basketball. And he trusting the coach to put the players where they need to be. Put the right personnel on the floor. But Mike Budenholzer lost the locker room. He did the same thing. Remember, the year we won the championship. People keep forgetting this. Budenholzer was horrible that year coaching. It took this man 2 games to make adjustments. He can't make in-game adjustments, man. Right? We fall down 0-2 to the Brooklyn Nets. We come back, start winning, right? Almost lost game 7. Know why? Because Mike Budenholzer decided he's gonna ride this Brook Lopez thing out. Now, that year, Brook Lopez is, I love Brook, good player, but Brook Lopez kept getting beat on the switches. Every time they would switch, the guy, what's his name? He played for the Nuggets now. Point guard. How can I remember his name? He played for the Nuggets now. He used to play for Brooklyn Nets. This dude was destroying us on the switch. He would get Brook Lopez on the switch and just throw that little floater up there. Floater. Just teardropping us to death. And Budenholzer just refused to put Bobby Portis in the game. The fans had to get on Budenholzer. I think that was game 6. Fans had to get on Budenholzer to even play Bobby Portis. It's just unbelievable. So last year, we didn't have Chris Middleton. He got hurt in the Chicago Bulls series. Then we got past the Bulls without Chris Middleton. Then we had to play Boston Celtics, okay? Took that 7 games. The whole team played their heart out. We just was missing just a little bit of something, man. And Chris Middleton, I believe, last year could have helped us win. However, what irritated me the most about last year was we still could have beat the Celtics. But once again, Budenholzer lacks imagination. He lacks confidence in his bench. The same bench that got you here. He refused to play Javon Carter. Yes, I know Javon Carter can be a liability on defense. That's why you give him help. You put him on somebody that needs to be double teamed. You try to mask his defensive flaws. But Javon Carter offensively has been a lethal weapon for us. And I hope we bring him back next year. I like Javon Carter. And we just missing all these good prime years of these guys because Budenholzer don't want to play him. He got his own little philosophy. That's irritating to me to have a guy all year long been doing his thing for you, saving you, bailing you out of trouble, right? And now when in the playoffs, when the team need help, you just have no confidence in them. You're going to go with Grayson Allen. You're going to keep letting – Grayson Allen wasn't doing nothing, bro. Scared to shoot. Grayson need to be gone. I want Grayson Allen up out of here. I tried to rock it out with Grayson, but he too scary, bro. This dude, like, he play good when he want to. He's scared to shoot. Always pump faking behind the 3-point line. Like, dude, shoot the ball, man. We got you here as a shooter. What you pump faking for? You get the ball, shoot it. So whatever, man. You know. Yeah. Toasted. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. That's my daughter. Asked me, do I want some toast? But anyway, Budenholzer lacks adjustments. He lacks imagination. He has no confidence in his own team, his own bench players. So what's the point of having all this depth and we're not using these guys? So yeah, he had to go. He had to go. Want him out of here, right? So now we're looking at who could possibly be the next Bucks head coach. A lot of people are talking about the guy from the guy who got fired from Toronto, Nick Nurse. He's a possibility. He got a lot of experience. He's a champion. But Nick Nurse, from my understanding, had a lot of issues in Toronto. He lost the locker room himself, sneak dissing his own players and going to the media leaking stuff. And apparently a lot of players wasn't feeling that. And you know, Nick Nurse plays his starters a lot of minutes. So that might be counterproductive to what I'm trying to say. I think we should utilize our bench a lot, especially the guys who've been shining. I think the best. I wouldn't mind seeing Sam Cassell as a Bucks coach, but I'm gonna tell you who I like: Charles Lee. Charles Lee doesn't have any head coaching experience, so that might disqualify him with the Bucks. The Bucks might not want to take a chance with him, but Charles Lee is an assistant coach for the Bucks. He's been there for 5 years. He has many coaching opportunities right now, head coaching opportunities. Detroit Pistons and other people are looking for him. I don't think the Bucks should let another good, talented young coach get away. We let Darvin Ham get away and go to the Lakers, and they're currently still in the playoffs. We had Taylor Jenkins. He was a Bucks assistant head coach, and he ended up over there with Memphis right now. Okay. So we have some weapons around it. The Bucks are producing some good coaches. I like Charles Lee. I think the Bucks should give him a chance. I think Charles Lee still has the locker room. I think the players respect him. But what we don't know about Charles Lee is, because we've never seen him as a head coach, is he going to be a baby Budenholzer like my boy Amber's Logic say? Is Charles Lee a baby Budenholzer? You know, will he take more risks? We don't know yet. But I would like to give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? I think we could be all right. I don't think the team needs a complete overhaul. I think that, you know, we lost this series because there's a few things we have to change. And our coach lacked imagination. You know, Giannis missed a lot of free throws. But, you know, Giannis always missed free throws. It's great when he hit them, because when Giannis hit his free throws, he's going to have 49, 50 points every time, every game, if he hit his free throws. But Giannis is just not a good free throw shooter. He works very hard on them. He stays late shooting his free throws. He get there early and shoot free throws. He's just not a good free throw shooter, man. This is just like Shaq. Shaq worked hard on his free throws. He just couldn't hit them. So, you know, Giannis, you know, he'll be better. But we definitely need Chris Middleton. I think he needs to be gone. Unless Chris Middleton wants to take $10 million and come off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks, cool. I would love to have his experience and leadership still to be on the team. But if Chris Middleton wants max money, he already making $40 million. That's ridiculous. For what he's given us, that's not enough. That's too much money. We don't need Chris Middleton out here making no $40-some million a year, not even $25 million. You know what I'm saying? Chris needs to be making about $10, $12 million a year, because Bobby Portis is giving us better production than you. Bobby ain't making all that money. I mean, Chris Middleton just don't deserve that money at this point of his career. But I would like to keep him if we can, just for leadership purposes. If we can have him, if he willing to take less money, come off the bench, but he's not going to do it. He's not. Now, the reason why I say coming off the bench is because when Chris Middleton
was hurt, and he was coming back from injury. We was on a 16-game winning streak with Chris Middleton coming off the bench. It was great because when he got in the game, he was very aggressive. He wanted to get his shots off, and he didn't have to worry about Giannis and all that kind of stuff. Chris Middleton was getting his money coming off of the bench, and I think that's a good look for him. It helped the team, you know. Now, who else? I want to see. I wish we can keep Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez played phenomenal this year. He was motivated because this is a contract year for him. I don't know how much money Brook gonna want, but if we get rid of Chris, we can pay Brook. You know what I'm saying? We can pay Brook Lopez, but Brook don't need to get no crazy amount of money. Just 15-something million a year. I think is good for Brook Lopez for what he brings to the table for us. I think that's more than fair. Chris got to go. Grayson Allen got to go. Grayson making what, $8 to $10 million a year, and get him out of here. Okay, liability on the defensive end. He can shoot the three, absolutely, but he's not consistent. He's scary in the clutch, so we need him out of there. We free up that money from Grayson Allen and from Chris Middleton, and try to get us a few more weapons, and I think we'll be fine. But y'all let me know what y'all think, who y'all think should be the Milwaukee Bucks' next head coach. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, subscribe. I'm up out of here, deuces.